Viruses are microscopic particles that can infect living organisms, including humans, animals, and plants. Unlike bacteria, viruses aren't alive. They can't grow, eat, or reproduce on their own. Instead, they invade the cells of a host and take over, turning the cell into a virus making factory. A virus is made up of genetic material, either DNA or RNA, surrounded by a protective protein shell called a capsid. Some viruses also have an outer lipid envelope, which helps them enter host cells. But how do viruses spread? It starts with transmission. Viruses can travel through droplets in the air, like when someone coughs or sneezes. They can also spread by touching contaminated surfaces or direct contact with an infected person. Once a virus enters the body, it latches onto specific cells, like a key fitting into a lock. Then it injects its genetic material into the cell, hijacking its machinery to produce more viruses. These new viruses burst out of the host cell, ready to infect more cells. Viruses spread quickly in densely populated areas or when people don't wash their hands or wear masks during outbreaks. But the good news is that vaccines and hygiene can help prevent many viral infections. So next time you hear about a virus, you'll know what it is and how it moves. Like and follow for more and let us know what you'd like to learn about next. Have you ever wondered how your body fights off germs and keeps you healthy? Let's take a fascinating dive into the immune system, your body's personal defense team. First, meet the skin and mucous membranes. They're the body's first line of defense, acting as barriers to keep harmful invaders like bacteria and viruses out. But what happens if a germ sneaks through? Once inside, the innate immune system springs into action. This is like a quick response team that fights anything unfamiliar. White blood cells, such as macrophages, patrol your body, identifying and destroying invaders. They also send out signals to recruit more help. Meanwhile, the adaptive immune system kicks in. This is the specialized heavy-duty team. Cells like B cells and T cells identify the invader and create a customized attack plan. B cells produce antibodies, proteins that lock onto the invader and neutralize it, while T cells destroy infected cells. The coolest part? Your immune system has a memory. After an infection, it keeps a record of the invader so it can respond faster if it shows up again. That's how vaccines work, teaching your immune system to recognize and defeat certain germs without you ever getting sick. Of course, your immune system isn't perfect. That's why staying healthy through a balanced diet, regular exercise, and good hygiene is so important. And there you have it. Your immune system is an incredible, complex network keeping you safe every second. Like and follow for more and let us know what you'd like to learn about next. Have you ever wondered how fossils, those amazing windows into the past, come to be? Fossils are preserved remains or traces of ancient organisms, like plants, animals, and even tiny microbes. But how does something become a fossil? It all starts with the right conditions. Imagine an animal dies near a river or a swamp. Instead of being eaten or decaying entirely, its body gets buried quickly by sediment, like mud or sand. This burial is crucial to protect the remains from scavengers or weathering. Over millions of years, more and more layers of sediment pile on top. The pressure from these layers compresses the sediment, turning it into rock, a process called lithification. During this time, the organic parts of the organism, like flesh, usually decompose, leaving behind hard parts like bones, teeth, or shells. But here's where the magic happens. Water rich in minerals seeps into the buried remains. These minerals slowly replace the organic material, turning it to stone. This process, called permineralization, preserves the shape and structure of the original organism. Fossils aren't just bones. They can be footprints, burrows, or even plants preserved as impressions in rock. Some fossils, like insects trapped in amber or woolly mammoths frozen in ice, skip the mineralization process altogether. Finally, tectonic forces or erosion bring these fossils closer to the surface, where paleontologists, scientists who study fossils, can discover them. Every fossil tells a story of life from millions or even billions of years ago. From dinosaurs to ancient plants, fossils teach us about Earth's history, evolution, and the incredible diversity of life. Next time you see a fossil, remember, you're looking at a snapshot of life frozen in time. Like and follow for more and let us know what you'd like to learn about next. Have you ever looked into a mirror and wondered how it creates such a perfect reflection? Let's dive into the fascinating science behind mirrors. A mirror is typically made from a sheet of glass with a super thin layer of metal, like aluminum or silver, coated on the back. This metal layer is key. It's what makes the mirror reflective. But how does it reflect? When light hits any surface, it either gets absorbed, transmitted, or reflected. Mirrors are designed to reflect almost all the light that hits them. This happens because the smooth metal coating at the back of the glass reflects light in a very specific way, what scientists call specular reflection. In specular reflection, light rays bounce off the surface at the same angle they hit it. This creates a clear and accurate image of whatever is in front of the mirror. Compare this to a rough surface like a wall where light scatters in all directions, making a reflection impossible. Interestingly, mirrors flip your image horizontally. That's why text looks reversed. This happens because mirrors reflect light back directly to you, keeping the same orientation but reversing the depth. And that's the magic behind mirrors. Next time you look into one, remember, you're seeing light rays bouncing back to your eyes in perfect harmony. Like and follow for more, and let us know what you'd like to learn about next. Did you know that chameleons don't just change color to blend in with their surroundings? The truth is even more fascinating. Chameleons change color primarily for communication and to regulate their body temperature. Their skin contains specialized layers of cells called iridophores. These cells have nanocrystals that reflect light. When a chameleon wants to change color, it adjusts the spacing of these nanocrystals. For instance, when a chameleon is relaxed, the crystals are closer together, reflecting shorter wavelengths like blue or green. When they're excited or threatened, the crystals spread out, reflecting longer wavelengths like red, orange, or yellow. This process is controlled by their nervous system and helps them send signals to other chameleons, such as warning rivals or attracting mates. Additionally, lighter colors reflect more heat, helping chameleons stay cool, while darker shades absorb heat to warm them up. It's not magic, it's science. Next time you see a chameleon, you'll know it's not just hiding, it's talking, regulating its temperature, or making a statement. Like and follow for more, and let us know what you'd like to learn about next.